Hey guys, I think there's actually going to be hopefully an important thing to discuss in today's video as we cover the latest updates, especially around the Artesian Builds drama. Now, Artesian Builds has filed for bankruptcy protection. This is the Chapter 11 protection, and we'll dive into this article, and I'll include a link in the description for you guys if you're interested in it. I'd always encourage you to go, click the links, especially when they're referencing a source, so that the source can obviously get the traffic. It helps everybody out. Everybody wins from that. Anyway, but that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name's Brian, if you're new around here, and we're going to dive into and get you guys caught up to speed on the Artesian Builds drama, but as it relates to what is happening right now, filing for bankruptcy with an estimated 1.3 million in unfulfilled orders. So the TLDR, if you haven't seen what happened, essentially Artesian Builds, through sheer hubris, or essentially what I've always kind of said, especially when it comes to content creation, at some point your real self comes out if you're playing a character. So if you're sitting here and you're like, oh, I'm this really like X, Y, or Z, at some point like the real you will shine through. And I believe that's actually what happened in case of this. What ended up happening, dunking on somebody who won one of their giveaways, saying that they didn't have a big enough social following, so they were therefore uneligible, and then deciding to re-roll, basically like hammering down on that. And in in the way the internet works, clearly the person who won really did win. They actually really benefited from it, and you love to see that kind of concept. And since then, you've had the people that they've been sponsoring so much backlash looking in to the company and into what Artesian Builds does. And so I actually really a lot of really great videos and content creators have covered it far better than I intended to. But I want to dive into essentially what this means, what this looks like, and just basically give you guys the information in case you're curious as to the state of all the internet drama. Anyway, last Friday, Shutter Custom PC maker Artesian Builds filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in California with over $3 million in liabilities on its balance sheet, including an estimate $1.37 million in unfulfilled orders. According to documents included in the filing, Artesian appointed restructuring officers now seeking buyers for the company's assets, which includes an estimate of almost $1 million worth of inventory. The total estimated value of its assets is $1.27 million. Now, Chapter 11 is considered restructuring bankruptcy, where they maintain control. They're trying to restructure their debt and kind of figure it out so they can maintain business. So this isn't like if you guys were hoping they'd just completely go away. That isn't necessarily the case. What's happening that could follow this in this regards, but that's what a Chapter 11 bankruptcy is. There are different types of bankruptcies that people can file for. Artesian Builds collapsed dramatically earlier this year, suddenly shutting down its operations on March 8th and letting go around 50 of its employees in California. This is really what sucks to me, in my opinion, California, North Carolina, excuse me, is that obviously there are people who are working there and their lives got kicked in the pants. And that, I think, is the biggest tragedy out of all of these things. Artisan's insolvency was apparently triggered by a wave of refunds following a controversial raffle live stream by the company's owner and CEO, Noah Katz, who but two ex-employees who spoke to PC Gamer under the condition of anonymity said that it was Katz's long-term mismanagement that put the company in such a precarious position to begin with. Another ex-employee said had a more positive view of Katz and hoped the company would survive, but said that the CEO was inexperienced as an executive and had said as much of himself. The three ex-employees said that Katz had already been looking for new investors before the controversial live stream. And I wonder if that essentially kind of led into parts of this, right? Like when I brought up the concept of like your real self can shine, or in the case of pressure being applied, where you're sitting here, you're looking down the barrel of millions of debt and unfulfilled orders, and things aren't just going well, and then essentially you have that moment, you have one of those live stream fails, you have that and then it all just goes to crap from that perspective. Oh man, like I don't feel for the guy, because he's the one who's leading the ship, but at the end of the day, like ugh. All right, according to the documents filed by Artesian, the company lost over 1.6 million last year. Holy freaking crap. And owes over $450,000 to two PC component distributors, to holds over $200 in credit card debt. There's also a $1.2 million secured family loan on the books, and it owes accrued paid time off to ex-employees, although former employees did get their final paychecks, according to those spoken to the PC Gamer. An estimate of $1.37 million in deferred revenue from unfulfilled orders is shown in the latest balance sheet. And now the stripped down Artesian Builds Discord server. A few customers have said they managed to get their money back by requesting chargebacks from the credit card companies. Thousands of others have been owed the money, though there are at least hundreds of PC gaming orders that were never shipped, said one ex-employee. An Artesian Builds customer who contacted the PC Gamer said that when the company closed last month, they were still waiting on a 4,800 PC they paid for in November. Another customer whose son ordered a 5,100 PC in December was told in February that orders placed in October were still being built. They ended up filing a dispute with a credit card company and buying a PC from a different company. Supply issues have generally been a problem for PC builders over the last few years, especially when it comes to GPUs. According to two ex-Artisan workers, PC Gamer spoke, however, another problem was that Katz was selling cryptocurrency mining systems, which further delayed gaming PC orders. Artisan was originally a mining rig supplier, but pivoted to PC gaming in 2019, according to reports from Inverse. Apparently, they didn't pivot completely, and a 2001 profit and loss statement provided the bankruptcy filing included almost $400,000 in mining business revenue. Loss statement, yeah. I was like, what? Okay. Bankruptcy notices are being delivered now, and the creditor meeting is scheduled for May 16th. Chapter 11 bankruptcy allows the company to continue operating. So that is currently the development of the story. I honestly found this interesting just as a point of a few things. Obviously, PCs. I ordered my PC last year and paid for it in January, not from Artisan, by the way, just from Origin in this case. And obviously with the shipping and everything like that, all got impacted. Didn't see that actually come into March, and then there was issues, so I officially didn't really get it till May of last year. And yeah, and so like you got to think that there's all these different factors that are going on, especially in PC gaming, and the margins end up being pretty thin. I'm not in the manufacturing business of PCs, but I hear that the margins absolutely end up being pretty thin. I feel for the employees that obviously lost their job, especially due to this, and hopefully that this can be a lesson that all of us can take from content creators, but also just as people who are on the internet. Like, if you're gonna do a giveaway and don't change the rules midstream. And then at the same time, then don't dunk on the person who won because they don't have a big enough following. I'm glad that that they were able to grow from this this exposure, and I'm sorry for the employees who lost their jobs, but hopefully things will hopefully look up for everybody. At the end of the day, I'm always for a good redemption story. I'm always for people learning their lessons and growing from this. I would not want to be Katz in this position, especially with those debts. And that's the story. That's what I want to bring to you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you have a good one. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care.
Yeah. It's time to chill out on the couch and read some comments. That's right. You know me when it comes to Destiny. I'm off with a clan, and I'm glad you're feeling better. Oh yeah.